NVIDIA just lost half of China. The AI chip war explodes. Welcome back to Revo Now, your frontline report on the tech revolutions that are shaking our world to its core. Today, we're plunging headfirst into a story of unprecedented competition, geopolitical high stakes, and astonishing technological resilience. This isn't just about silicon and semiconductors. It's about the future of AI, global power dynamics, and who controls the most valuable resource of the 21st century. We're dissecting the shocking reality of how Huawei, against all odds, has dramatically reshaped the AI chip market in China, directly challenging NVIDIA's dominance. Get ready, because the implications of NVIDIA losing half of China are far wider reaching than any headlines suggest. To understand the magnitude of what's unfolding, we first need to grasp the battlefield itself. China is not just a market for AI, it is the market for AI. Its ambition to become a global leader in artificial intelligence is undeniable, fueled by massive government investment, a booming private sector, and a colossal demand for advanced computing power. From training colossal large language models, like Baidu's Ernie and Alibaba's Tongyi Tianwen, to powering vast surveillance networks, pioneering autonomous vehicle fleets, and revolutionizing manufacturing, the need for cutting-edge AI chips in China is insatiable. Chinese tech giants, startups, and research institutions have been voracious consumers of AI accelerators, historically making China one of NVIDIA's most lucrative and fastest-growing markets. Before 2022, NVIDIA commanded a staggering 95% market share of the AI chip market within China. Think about that. A near-total monopoly. This wasn't just about selling chips, it was about embedding their CUDA software ecosystem so deeply that switching costs became prohibitive. NVIDIA was the unchallenged king, and China was their crown jewel. Then, the first tremor hit. The first major cracks in NVIDIA's seemingly impenetrable fortress began with the sweeping US export controls. Starting with the high-performance A100 and H100 GPUs and escalating to even modified China-compliant chips like the H20 and L40S. These sanctions were designed with one explicit goal: to deny China access to the advanced computing power necessary for developing cutting-edge AI and advanced military applications. The rationale was clear: restrict the most powerful tools and you slow down the competition. These restrictions forced NVIDIA into a complex dance, creating watered-down versions of their flagship chips specifically for the Chinese market. But even these compliant chips faced new bans and uncertainties, creating immense headaches for NVIDIA and, more importantly, a gaping void in China's burgeoning AI sector. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang himself has openly stated the devastating impact, admitting that their market share in China has plummeted from that dominant 95% down to approximately 50% as of mid-2025. This isn't a small dip, it's a monumental shift. It's not just a commercial setback, it's a geopolitical statement written in silicon. Before we reveal the astonishing force that filled this void, if you're engrossed by this epic battle for tech supremacy, and you want to ensure you're always ahead of these critical global shifts, please take a second right now to hit that like button. It fuels our research and helps this vital information reach more people. And if you haven't already, share this video with anyone passionate about the future of tech and geopolitics, and of course, subscribe to Revo Now and ring that notification bell. Your support directly empowers us to bring you these in-depth, exclusive analyses. So if NVIDIA lost half of China, who picked up the pieces? The answer, unequivocally, is Huawei. While the world wrote them off after the initial sanctions, Huawei was quietly, ferociously building their alternative. Their Ascend series of AI chips, particularly the Ascend 910B, 910C, and the cutting-edge 910D, have emerged as formidable contenders. Let's talk performance. Early benchmarks from institutions like DeepSeek Research using the Ascend 910C showed it delivering approximately 60% of NVIDIA H100's inference performance. While still a gap, this was a massive leap for a domestically produced chip under sanctions. But the Ascend 910D, Huawei's latest iteration, is designed to match or even surpass NVIDIA's H100 in certain AI tasks, particularly inference for large language models. Stunningly, reports indicate that Huawei's Cloud Matrix 384 architecture, powered by Ascend chips, has even outperformed NVIDIA's GPU-based escalating in specific LLM performance tests. This means that for some of the most critical, real-world AI applications, Huawei is not just competing, it's, in specific scenarios, leading. Domestic demand. Priority. With sanctions limiting foreign supply, Chinese companies had a strong incentive and often state encouragement to buy domestic. Huawei became the default, reliable choice. Architectural optimization. While still using 7-nanometer process technology due to ASML EUV restrictions, Huawei compensated by optimizing chip area and focusing their DaVinci architecture on specific AI workloads, particularly LLM inference and training, to maximize efficiency. Their chip designs prioritize power efficiency and system-level integration. Aggressive pricing. Huawei's Ascend chips often come at a more competitive price point compared to their NVIDIA counterparts, offering a compelling total cost of ownership, TCO, for Chinese enterprises. Software ecosystem. MindSpore. This is critical. NVIDIA's strength lies in CUDA, its ubiquitous software platform. Huawei is pouring resources into MindSpore, their open-source AI computing framework. MindSpore 2.3 RC1, released recently, boasts significant improvements in high-performance training on ultra-large clusters, integrated training inference frameworks, and optimized inference for foundation models. They're building a parallel software universe, attracting millions of developers. Huawei even open-sourced their Pangu AI models, encouraging developers to build on their hardware and software stack. State support. Massive government investment funds, state-backed AI labs, and a national push for self-reliance have created an incredibly fertile ground for Huawei's advancements. This integrated approach, from silicon design to software framework backed by a strategic national imperative, is why Huawei didn't just survive, it thrived, snatching away half of NVIDIA's previously unassailable market. This isn't merely a commercial rivalry, it's the opening salvo in what many are calling the AI Cold War. The battle extends far beyond just GPU performance. Firstly, it's an ecosystem war. Can MindSpore truly rival CUDA globally? NVIDIA's CUDA has decades of developer loyalty and a vast library of pre-optimized AI models. Huawei's challenge is to convert sheer chip power into widespread developer adoption outside China. However, the continuous improvements to MindSpore, coupled with Huawei's Pangu AI models, show a serious long-term commitment. Secondly, it's a manufacturing war. Despite their design triumphs, Huawei's production capacity for advanced AI chips remains a critical bottleneck. US commerce officials project Huawei can produce no more than 200,000 advanced Ascend AI chips in 2025. While this number is far lower than China's overall domestic demand, estimated 1.5 million AI accelerators in 2024, it's still seen as a significant national security concern by the US, highlighting Huawei's ability to produce any advanced chips under severe restrictions. This struggle directly impacts how quickly Huawei can scale its market capture. Then NVIDIA, in response to the sanctions and Huawei's rise, is even planning to make cheaper, compliant AI chips specifically for the Chinese market, demonstrating how seriously they view this threat. Thirdly, the geopolitical quake. This AI chip war is accelerating a broader digital decoupling between major global powers. Nations are increasingly wary of relying on a single source for critical technologies, especially AI. The rise of Huawei's domestic alternative pushes China towards technological self-sufficiency, potentially leading to two distinct global tech stacks. This has massive implications for data privacy, cybersecurity, and even military capabilities. The race for AI supremacy is now inextricably linked to who controls the fundamental hardware. So, what does the next chapter of this explosive AI chip war hold? We can anticipate several key developments. Huawei will continue to pour resources into R&D, aiming to close any remaining performance gaps with NVIDIA's latest architectures like Blackwell and beyond. Their goal will be to scale production as much as geopolitically possible. NVIDIA, on its part, will certainly not cede ground easily. They will continue to innovate with their hardware, solidify their lead in the global market outside China, and perhaps find new ways to navigate the complex Chinese market. The competition will also intensify from other players like AMD, and even hyperscalers building their own custom silicon, Google's TPUs, AWS Inferentia. But the most significant shift is the fundamental transformation of China's domestic AI landscape, now irreversibly less reliant on external suppliers. This isn't just about who builds the fastest chip, it's about who defines the future of AI. The notion of NVIDIA's unchallenged AI chip dominance is now a relic of the past. Huawei's dramatic resurgence and market capture in China signifies a new, fierce era in technology. The AI chip war isn't just a distant skirmish, it's an exploding, high-stakes battle that will redefine global power, innovation, and perhaps the very nature of artificial intelligence itself. What are your thoughts on this incredible turn of events? Do you believe Huawei can truly challenge NVIDIA on a global scale? Or will NVIDIA maintain its overall lead? We want to hear your experiences and predictions in the comments below. Tell us what topics you want RevoNow to dissect next. Your insights drive our investigations. This is RevoNow signing off.